hear me? I need to make sure that all my, like, stream stuff is, like, good, because it's the first time streaming since I've, like, basically moved my whole computer and everything. It looks like it's getting captured in OBS, but I just want to make sure, and that I'm not, like, blowing out people's eardrums. But yeah. First stream from the new apartment, let's go! And we're doing something super fun today. Building a computer! Make sure I have all my stuff in order. No model today, because I don't have a camera. So I actually have to use the phone that I normally use for tracking for my camera. But we'll make do. The Fugi should be good enough for now. Let's see. Can you guys see? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Tracking isn't very useful if I'm looking down. Yeah, I suppose that's right. It's also like where I would set up my tracking camera is like not where my desk is, my like work desk. Because I'm got everything everywhere, and now my apartment layout is all sorts of out of whack. Sorry for the camera jiggle. First things first, I'm going to try to do things by the books, which means I'm using all, like, supposedly correct ESD practices. I have ESD safe gloves, got my ESD smock on, ESD shoes, and of course wrist strap. As to how good that is, when my floor is probably not ESD floor, we'll see. But hopefully it shouldn't matter anyway, because ESD events I feel like are relatively uncommon, especially if you're not like rubbing your socks on the carpet. Okay, glad my audio's good. Thank you for the sub, Ash. Thanks for coming back to my stream, guys. I'm so happy to have viewers even after being away for like a month. Okay. Okie dokie. So, before we start, I guess I'll go through the basics of what we've got today. Of course, the most relevant thing nowadays, or rather the thing that people care about the most in their PC builds, the GPU. We've got an RTX 5080. It's white. That was probably like the most important thing for this build because I wanted to do cute stuff with the colors. Because I've got like this blue case, and right now it's got like this cover for this like corner panel. But we're gonna swap that out for one of these touch screens. But yeah, we're gonna go for the blue case, and then all the internals will be white, and hopefully it all looks really cute. So we've got the white GPU, of course. white motherboard. This is the Asus Z890. I am personally an Asus kind of gal. Although, like, their stuff is, like, honestly kind of overpriced. I'm not gonna lie, you're definitely paying a premium with that company. But that's just like the company I've sort of grown attached to. The reason the GPU isn't Asus is because Asus GPUs are like crazy expensive. And I don't think I could find one within my price range that was like... to complement, or I guess paired with that motherboard, we've got an Intel Core Ultra CPU. I bought this like 2-3 months ago. It was literally right before the whole news of these processors bottlenecking their NVMEs. So don't talk to me about that. I still feel kind of sad that I bought a processor, and right after it turned out that people discovered it had like glaring hardware issues. It's fine. It only bottlenecked it from like, I think it's from like 1400 to like 1250 or yeah, something like that. Not 1400, 14,000 megabytes per second to like 12,500. But speaking of the speed for our SSDs, for our OS drive, we've got a WD Black SN8100. This is like as fast as SSDs go, really, nowadays. Which is extra great because, you know, even though it can do 14,900 according to the box, it's gonna get bottlenecked down to 12,500, like I just said. But it is what it is. That'll be the OS drive. We've got a game drive too. What else? Got RAM. This is probably the cheapest part of this whole build because I had these RAM sticks sitting around. I was going to upgrade my old computer, and then I just never got around to it. But this is 64 gigabytes of DDR5, 6,000 what else we got? To drive everything, 1,000-watt power supply. I use Corsair with the power supplies because Corsair power supplies are like, from my understanding, them and Seasonic are like the highest quality. And I say them and Seasonic really because Seasonic makes the power supplies for Corsair. But I like the Corsair aesthetic a little better. And this one's white, so it'll hopefully come with a bunch of white cables for this white aesthetic of the build. And then the other aesthetic part, CPU cooler. Again, Corsair, because the two options were Corsair or Asus. Like I said, those are the companies I sort of default to. And Corsair just had a better price for what I was looking for, with a 360 radiator and white and the nice little screen. So hopefully we can put some cool little graphics on. Corsair for life? Yeah, I'm a pretty big fan of the Corsair stuff. But honestly, I think most of these companies all do pretty well. And whatever you like, you can use. Okay. So let's start building. First things first, start with the motherboard. I need my knife to cut it open. See what we got. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's so pretty. I love freshly opening boxes and just seeing all the beautiful packaging. It looks so, like, aesthetically pleasing. I'm gonna take it out and set it on the box. Rather, we'll take all the stuff out and then we'll set it on the box. Gotta make sure we have all the manuals, just in case. Tables. Oh, I've got like a Wi-Fi antenna. And do some stickers. Sell a kidney for the GPU? I don't think my kidneys are even worth that much. Okay, so noticeably, I'll go over a common mistake that I think people make, or that I know exists. I think people recognize that these motherboards and various electronics come in these nice ESD safe bags. The ESD safe part is only the inside. It is not the outside. So what you might see sometimes is people will set their board down on top of the ESD bag. That does not work because the outside of the ESD bag is not ESD safe. But what I've come to understand is setting it on top of boxes, the motherboards, is supposedly fine. So hopefully this will be fine. And so with the motherboards, you can more or less should be trying to put everything that goes straight on the motherboard on first before you install it into the case. And for me, that almost always means installing the processor first. So we're gonna do that. Kind of a scary part for me, honestly, every time I build a PC, because putting in this processor has all these little tiny pins that if you like even bend some of them out of shape can like brick your processor, and then you're just out like hundreds of dollars. Let's try not to do that. Yeah, you can see all these little metal contacts are all little pins. Actually, I don't know. I think they're pins on this processor. I can't remember if these are the pins or the sockets. And on the other side on the motherboard is the pins or the sockets. I think on Intel it's pins on the processor, sockets on the motherboard, but I might be getting it back. Okay, now for, like, the sketchy part. Okay. Open this shit up. Let me quickly check. On these motherboards, they're supposed to be like a little triangle that shows which side, which corner goes with which corner of the processor. I am looking to find it, but my eyesight is not super great. And I'm worried. Where's the triangle? Rub feet on carpet and touch the CPU pins directly? Exactly. That's why I'm wearing my ESD safe shoes. I don't see a triangle. That's not good. Time to pull out the manual? Yeah, I guess it is time to pull out the manual. That kinda sucks. I did not expect to need the manual this early on. But we got it, so. Key components. Okay, so the triangle, I guess, is on. Okay, the triangle's on the plastic part. Interesting. Okay, I see it. The triangle is actually on the plastic that comes up. That sounds like awful design because that means when this plastic thing snaps off, which if you don't know what I'm talking about, the plastic thing will like pop off. And then if you ever want to switch CPUs, how are you going to know which direction, where the triangles are? Because the plastic part will be gone. What the hell? Jack, pray for me. Pray that I don't brick it right here. I think we're good. I pray we're good. If we're not, then we're going to be out like $500 real quick, guys. Real freaking quick. Right? Okay. Oh, I hate the feeling of this. So yeah, see how this plastic cover just like popped off? That is how this goes. But it really bothers me that the triangle is on this instead of on the motherboard. Because now, like, if I ever swap which CPU I'm using, I have no idea how I'm going to know where the triangle goes. Whatever. Okay. Something else I bought is I bought this mounting plate bracket thing. It's supposed to prevent the CPU from like warping. Because something that apparently has happened with these like rectangular shaped CPUs from Intel is they like deform over time from the heat. So let's see if I can quickly figure out how to install it and make sure that I do it right. Okay. Step 1. Install CPU in the socket with original, and then do the bracket. It's interesting to me because it doesn't seem like the bracket came with screws. I guess they're supposed to just thread right into this. Hey. Hopefully this turns out okay. I I've actually never installed one of these brackets before. The music is a bit louder than me. It might be because my mic is farther from my mouth because I'm not, like, at my normal desk. But I'll see if I can turn down the music just a little. Or I guess I can turn myself up. I'm marginally louder now. Oh, hi Raiders. Sorry, I've not been looking at my computer. Thanks for the raid. Thank you, everyone. Hi Raiders. Hope your night's going well. How was your stream? Geyser? I'm here. Hopefully not destroying, like, thousands of dollars worth of computer parts. The second. I need to very quickly make sure. Okay. I think this is the right Torx wrench for this. If it's not, then we're gonna have a bad day. But it seems like it is. Also, that screw, oh my god. Guys, these screws are actually so loose. What the hell? Look at this, I don't even need, like, you know how the wrench this way, like when you hold it like this, is meant to be fast, but when you hold it like this, is meant to have like more torque? I don't even need to hold it like the torque way. And I just, oh my god. These screws are not torqued down at all, even remotely. What that tells me is I have to be really gentle when I put in the new ones, but I don't like that. I don't know how gentle I need to be, and I don't want them to come out. Chill impromptu stream? Wait, you got fired and hired? Congrats, welcome back. Not completely out yet. It's going to be like a real nightmare if the back plate for this that these all thread into comes off. Like, that is probably my greatest nightmare right now. Okay, it's still here. I was like, where's the actual plate that I got? So yeah, supposedly this plate should fit. To go one way or the other. Prep better. It looks like. Oh, I don't like this at all. I'm not entirely sure, chat, if it goes this way, or it goes this way, like this, or like this, and I don't necessarily know if it matters, but I'm worried about it. I think I'm seeing something that tells me which direction it goes, but I'm not entirely sure. Oh, I think it'll only go one way. Thankfully, I've identified that there's this little indent here that matches up with this thing. Okay. Like a glove, chat. Like a glove! It can only go one way? Oh, so you've installed one then, Ash. I'm glad I have you here to guide me, so that I won't brick everything. Brick. Brick. How did we end up like this? Please thread. Please thread. Please thread. Please thread. Please thread. Please thread in this. Okay, okay, I feel something. The screw definitely bit on something. I'm actually gonna back it out a little, so I don't have to worry about it lifting the plate off. I could already see the opposite corner lifting off. Good night, Geyser. Thanks for the raid. Great. And finally, the last one. Honestly, guys, I've been wearing the ESD gloves not necessarily because I need ESD gloves. You can definitely do this with just your hands. But I wasn't really trying to do a hand reveal today. But the gloves are honestly pretty annoying. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, chat. The gloves are like actually kind of annoying. No hand reveal? Maybe they'll come up. We'll see. Okay, what else do we want to do? Other things to do before we mount the motherboard. We need to do the RAM, and then also our NVMe drives. I think I'll do the RAM first. Traditionally, what I am to understand is you're supposed to do the slots that are farther from the CPU, so I think it would be this one and this one. But I'm going to make sure really quick with the manual. Better safe than sorry, no? Where is it? Why is it not telling me? All key components. Okay, I did find it. It is here. You want DIMM A2 and DIMM B2. A2, B2. Okay. Yep, it's the ones that I thought it was. Here's our G-Skill Ripjaws. This is like, I think this is their like cheap or value line. out. Only on one side? Only one. Frick. Oh, is it backwards? Yeah, what's that? Pray! Pray! Okay, it snapped it. Hopefully, that was the right snap. This direction. Pop this block out. And come on. Come on! Okay, it snapped. I don't feel like that snap was as snappy as the first one, so I'm like a little bit worried. But it's probably fine. Probably fine. Hopefully no issues. Over torque, but I also feel like those are so loose. Okay, next are NVMEs. Quick reference to see which one is supposed to be, which slots are supposed to be the priority fastest slot. M2, I think it's supposed to be this slot here is the fastest. But the frickin' manual doesn't seem that clear on it. Download M2 rubber, It's alright. Frick it, chat. We have to do the Google. If it catches fire, I mean, if it catches fire, it might not even be this. It might be my graphics card doing normal NVIDIA graphics card things. Zeus Z890A user manual. I'm actually kind of worried because I thought that it was mainly the higher power cards like the 5090s that were catching fire, but I think some of the 5080s have caught fire. And I really do not want to be one of those. Okay, motherboard layout, CPU M2 installation, page 40. Wow, this is such a long document. Da-da-da. Okay. M2. Doesn't tell me the priority slots. Does it say somewhere else? CPU installation. M2. Okay, M2_1 slot is PCIe 5. Okay. M2 is PCIe 4. Both those are the processor. Then M2_3 is PCIe 4 chipset. Okay. So fastest one we want to M2_1. Which I think M2_1 is this guy. Okay. Let's see if I brick this. Oh my god, that's actually so cool. Gotta open my brand new NVMe. Oh my god. I should have probably, like, cut all the tape on all these boxes before stream started. But whatever. Hi, Mr. E. I am indeed alive. For now. And I am indeed slowly finding my way back to normal life type deals instead of this mess that is my apartment with boxes everywhere. Okay. So I am pretty sure the M2 goes like this. As soon as I'm ready to do that, I should remove this sticker. Covering the thermal pen. Frick! Okay, chat. You win. The gloves are too annoying. How long have I been moved in? Approximately, like, 4 days? 5 days? But there's still boxes everywhere. Please. Just come off. You stupid sticker. Okay. You used to hate gloves, but now you wear them for everything? Yeah, I mean, I don't mind wearing them. The problem is when they get stuck in stuff. Like when they get stuck in... when you're like trying to hand thread a screw or something like that. I think that's in enough. I hope that's in enough. If it's not in enough, then we will have problems. You go on. Play? Please, no disastrous sound of things breaking. Okay, okay. I think it's good. I think it's good. Okay. Second hard drive goes in M2_2. And that is Here's M2_2. Okay, M2_2. I think is here. I'm like 80% sure it's here. Okay, yeah, it is. it just clamps down with no mounting screw on the SSD? Yeah, Penboo, it's kinda nice. It's kinda nice. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's only for that one slot. I think the other slots are going to need a little bit more effort to install. Like, I'm already seeing screws that I'm gonna need for this slot. Ugh. Why did I put my screwdriver so far from me? Ugh. Phillips? Oh no, it's these dastardly Phillips and flat hybrids. You guys know what I'm talking about? Oh, are they captive? Asus redeems themselves if these screws are captive. All screws that can be captive should be captive screws. They are captive, chat. Look at the craftsmanship. Look at the quality. That's why Asus costs like 30% more than the competition. M.2_2. Oh, do they have... They have these really cool little... You're gonna love this, Penboo. They've got these little, like, they're not actual screws. They're just like thumb screw type turnies. I can get it in. Hey. Oh, it's not even a turny. It's like you like push down on it and it like goes like this and then it clamps back over when you stop pushing down on it. That's really nice. Asus, you've done such a good job. Oh, I forgot. We have one more drive. The reason I didn't show you the one last NVMe drive is it's currently in this previous PCIe expansion slot that I have on my current computer, and I want to move it to this new computer. So I need to quickly liberate it. Almost done. I think. Oh no, these screws are not captive. Chat, do not let me lose these screws on this PCIe expansion slot. They're like in plain easy view right now, but somehow these things always just disappear. These stupid little tiny screws. They're fucking who knows what. Or you mix them up. I really should have gotten like a pan. I should get a pan. Like, put all these little screw bastards in. There's the heatsink. Here's the NVMe in the expansion slot that I was talking about. Oh my god, there's like some oil or something on here. I don't know if I like that. I think it's like... I don't know what this is. I don't know why, but it feels almost like... What it makes me think of is like conformal coat was not applied everywhere else, but there's conformal coat here. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That's really bad practice with the boards. But what are you gonna do? Oh. Sorry. I think something happened with my capture phone. Give me 1 second. One moment. Oh my god, my capture phone ran out of power? Give me 1 sec while I get the charger. Uno momento. Okay, chat. Phone is plugged in. Now to the wall charger. It was plugged in before, but it was charging, like, through my computer. And I guess that maybe was just not enough juice. Just ASMR now? No! I'm not gonna... You wanna listen to the sound of me, like, turning screws? I don't even know if I could capture that with my mic. Quickly putting back on my ESD strap. I cannot believe streaming the video from my phone to my computer burned through my battery so fast. It was literally full. Literally full. Do. So, did you guys enjoy your break while I was gone? Enjoy your time without me? Standard USB charging isn't enough to power the phone while it's doing video capture? I guess that makes sense. But now I'm like a little bit worried about whether even like this full power USB charging will be enough. We'll see. I actually think what I might do is I'll switch to my like actual personal phone instead of my face capture VTuber phone. And hopefully it'll be fine. Okay. Okay, chat. I think we're back in action. Fast charging levels should be sufficient? I hope so. You did your first internship rotation? What was your first rotation for? Were you doing design, analysis, test, copy? Did I ever send any of my interns for copy? I don't think I did. We definitely sent them on to do some chores though. Sent them on courier runs to main office and whatnot. Okie dokie. Artichoke. Back in business. Okay, where's the heatsink? Oh, here's the heatsink. And I need to remove the stickers again. Frick. These ones are easier. Ah! They're sticking to me. Donkey. Artichoke. Did it go this way or the other way? It had to go this way. It needs to be flush with the one below it. Okay. And screwdriver. I think Phillips. Oh yeah, it's this. These guys. Do you know what I mean about these these abomination hybrid Phillips flat screws? You guys like these? I see, like, where the intent was. Have the ability to use either screwdriver. But I honestly will say I don't really like it. I don't really like it. I would rather it just be Phillips. Or just be flat. Really, everything should be Allen. Honestly, or Torx. Torx was really good. At my first job, we had a lot of rapid prototyping where we make things out of wood. So we had like a carpenter who he used to like build sets for Hollywood stuff. So he would build stuff really fast because like in Hollywood you need to be able to build your sets really quickly. And he would basically only use Torx screws, the ones with the little stars in them. And so we just had like this huge, massive box of like 1,000 Torx wood screws. And that guy would just like make things appear. You'd ask for like, you know, like a big wooden pyramid and suddenly it would be there. He'd take a bunch of 2x4s, use the saw, go zzz, 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 and then the drill with the, like, torque screws can go voot, 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 and then suddenly you have a big wooden pyramid. Okay. Does anything else go on the motherboard? Am I missing anything that goes on the motherboard? Before we... Oh, wait. I think there's some cooler stuff that maybe we can install before we put it into the case. Wait. You said Torx and not Robertson? When you say Robertson, is Robertson a different type of screw? Or is it a different name for the same screw? Do you say Robertson for, like, the star screws? Robertson is the square? If you use the square, you're like a psychopath. I don't even see what the value is of the square. You know what I have realized, what I heard though is, have you ever seen the, like, they look like hybrid Phillips flat, but they also, like, they're squared off a little. So you're like, what the heck is this? Those are actually, like, their own type of screwdriver. Maybe I'll show you after we're done. I'll, like, Google it and show you what I'm talking about. That's, like, its own specific type of screwdriver that is both Phillips and flat, and they're, like, squared off. Casually unboxing my cooler, by the way. If you're wondering what I'm doing. Ugh. So much packaging. Holy shit. This thing is... Chat, this thing is huge. Like... This thing's kinda heavy. Okay, what am I looking for? I'm looking for mounting hardware. I'm looking for. I need more desk space. Can't. Oh, no. AMD bracket. Not what I'm looking for. Need Intel. This it? Intel LGA 1851 bracket. Let's go. I think it's 1851. Yeah, 1851. Okay. Trying to make sure. Can you guys hear the crinkliness of this packaging? Oh, no. This goes. We verify this goes like. Okay, it does indeed fit. Make sure find the stuff that goes on this close side. Oh no. Okay. I do not think any of this can be installed until... I do not think any of this can be installed until it's in the case. Which means, I guess now we have to put stuff in the case. Okay, quickly clean up some workspace. Holy shit, was about to lose this screw. That would have been terrible. should use glue, gum, hopes, and prayers. I can't believe you would say that and not include duct tape. Like, honestly, duct tape should be number one. I've literally been in this apartment for 4 days and I've already been duct taping things like that were not staying together that should have been staying together. I've already started applying duct tape. Duct tape is too efficient? I mean, yes and no. I had duct tape. I was duct taping some stuff to my car, and then when I took the duct tape off, it left all this stupid duct tape goop on it. That's annoying. That's such a pain. And you like, of course, have to get rid of the goop because it looks really gross and it feels kind of gross and sticky if you just leave the goop. So you need to get like alcohol wipes or some other shit. Wipe it up and then start scraping with like a credit card or some shit. For those of you who built computers, I do have a question. You guys, when you like put stuff into your computer in its case, do you have the case standing upright? Or do you put the case on its side? I had thought everyone, like any sane human being, would of course put the case on its side so that like stuff can just sort of sit in it naturally with gravity. But Linus Tech Tips puts this shit in while the case is upright, and it makes me, like, think he's some sort of psycho. What was I duct taping to my car? I was duct taping, or I was trying to duct tape, my fucking dash cam. Because Papa Bell gave me a dash cam, because I said I needed a dash cam, right? And so I stuck it on, like, the windshield, and the little adhesive thing just kept unsticking, like, it just wouldn't stay up. So I tried duct tape, and duct tape didn't work either. Have I seen his drop compilations? I don't think I need compilations. I've definitely seen some of his drops. But I think he has the supposed technique down, where, like, it sounds stupid, but you, like, sort of kick it when you drop it, right? And that's because your, like, foot, or not really kick it, but like you like try and sort of catch it with your foot, and it's because your foot is supposed to eat up some of the energy before it hits like the hard ground. Oh shit. Shit. Do not lose screws. Do not lose screws. Okay. We will try to contain our shit. This thing. All of this needs to go into bags. This guy also needs to go into a bag. Now that we have our like little surface mount, our old mount can get bagged up and stay all together. You put the case on its side? Yeah. Like a real fucking not psychopath. Linus is fucking crazy, man. Crazy. Fucking unhinged. I honestly have no idea how this case will do upright or on its side though, because I've never worked with a case this big. Look at how fucking chunky this case is. It's like mega chunk. Mega chunk. Goes under. This can go here. This can go, I don't know where this goes. All of this stuff go onto tertiary desk. Ugh. Okie dokie. Move the motherboard. Case. Ah! It's heavy, chat. It's heavy. Okay. Panel. Where do I put the panel? Compilations I have seen. I've seen compilations of people who put the panel down on tile floor and then it like instantly shatters. That's not good. That would be unideal. Pray this panel is safe where I put it. Okay. Oh? Does this one come out like this? I don't think it does. No, it's got screws. Okay. Well, this one will have to come out too when I put in the LCD. I don't know if I should do that now or later. I think I should do that later because I think the LCD will probably get in the way of me putting in other stuff. Shoot. Why does this case have so many things? Consult the manual. What do I take off next? Where did I put it? Oh, it's here. I found it. Look at this shit, chat. Look at how fucking much there is to this. I can't even... Okay. Look at how big the instructions are for this case. And it's double-sided. Silly. Where to start? Okay, so they take off the glass panel. They also take off this back panel. See if I can do it without breaking everything. Oh, that comes off. Luckily this I think is metal, so I don't have to worry about it breaking spontaneously. Next thing that they have coming out. Bottom plate? Oh my god. Psychopaths. Frick it. We're doing the bad thing and we're just gonna start ripping things apart without necessarily consulting the instructions. This top part comes off too. Ugh. How many fucking panels does a case need? What else? I'm pretty sure this ESD strap. This panel comes out, I think. Now, the question is, does it come out via screw? Oh, it does come out via screw. Frick! I lied about not using the instructions. We're going back to the instructions. Look at this. Look at this shit. I don't even see where... Oh, it's for the bottom? Ain't no way. There's no fucking way it's for the bottom. Is it really for the bottom? It is. Okay, I guess there's a bottom thing. There's literally a panel on every side of this computer to be removed. Holy. I've already taken off 4 panels. And we're not even the good stuff. Thumb screws, please? Please be thumb screws. Yes, thumb screws. Okay, so these are where bottom fans go, I guess. Which is reasonable. Please be captive. Please be captive. Please be captive. Are they? They're not captive, but we can leave them in. Okay. Fine. Shit. Shit everywhere. What's next? So this is where we install bottom fans if we want bottom fans. Yeah, do we want... I do want bottom fans, but the fans I want to use on the bottom have to come off of my radiator. Freak. What a pain in the butt. We'll do these bottom fans last. That's what I've decided. That's what I've decided, but we'll leave the panel off for now. Or at least we'll do the bottom fans later. After we've done AIO. Okay. Top side. Top side, this plate is held in by 2 screws here and here. Chat, honestly, this fucking case is a puzzle. How many engineers do you need to disassemble a case? There's a time where we want flat, and they gave us this abomination hybrid screw. Or maybe we don't want flat. I don't know. Is Phillips a better play if I can't get it in straight? I guess we have to go glove off again. Hey. Oh my god! It's actually so tight! It's actually just abominably tight. Okay, I need a different screwdriver. Ugh. This is becoming a mess, chat. This is becoming a mess. And I'm not about it. Okay. Panel out. Safely disengaged. Are these screws captive? Captive enough. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna do... I guess we freaking put on our AIO now. What the fuck? What the helly? This is so out of order. No, I refuse. We're not putting on the AIO now. We're mounting the motherboard. Come hell or high water. Knife? Knife? Oh wait, we don't need a knife. Okay. Is there hardware in here? Tell me there's screws for the fans. Screws? There are indeed screws. Okay. Well, that's a pleasant surprise. I came fully equipped, or fully prepared for there not to be included screws. But it's really nice that there are. Just so that you know things will meet. Okay. This does offer this, like, really cool view from the top down now, though. That you guys can see, because this case has so many removable panels. Like, everything is removable. Okay, PCIe riser needs to come out. Where do I put the screw? I need a pan. I need a pan, like, sort of desperately at this point. Okay. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Without breaking things. Nope. I need to fully remove the riser. Partially removing it's not gonna play well here. I was trying to be lazy, but now I realize that I'm not about the risk. Yeah, what are the chances that I'm pulling out the wrong screws for the riser right now because I didn't look at the inspection? And I'm not supposed to be pulling these ones out. Oh. This is how I chipped all my nails. Chipped all my nails earlier this week, unboxing boxes. And now I'm gonna chip them more, doing my computer. Eat the screw? Heck yeah! Get some iron in your diet. It's gonna be really awkward when I'm not supposed to remove these screws. That's what I have to say right now. Actually, I'm gonna check it before I remove this last one. If I destroy my PCIe riser right now because I was not supposed to remove this, it's gonna be a really sad day. Oh my god, chat! This is psychotic. Okay, chat. You see? I don't know if you do see. What they do is they install the motherboard with the case standing up. And so they don't remove this bottom part of the PCIe riser. They literally just set it, they fold it, and they let it set on its side. Fuck! Fuck! This is horrible. Alright, whatever. Girl fail, gonna girl fail, I guess. Taking screws out of shit she's not supposed to. But also, like, really, why are you teaching people to install their motherboard with the case up? Fucking psycho. These sounds are sounds that I feel like I should not be hearing. And I forgot to peel the sticker. IO shield sticker, come out! Ugh. Hey, okay. It's sitting there now. Chat, you can peer into the computer now. That's kind of sick. This is a kind of sick view because this case has so many panels that are removable. Low key, kind of cool. Okay. Which screws do I use here? According to the case instructions, the case instructions don't say which screws. Bro. Alright, whatever. We're gonna eyeball it. Two pieces, or... Okay, the little bags at least say stuff, right? Like, this bag says, I don't know if you can read it, it says for motherboard and SSD. Oh, and so they've got this little sealed bag that you're going to have to cut open, but they also have a Ziploc bag. So I don't really understand why they didn't just put them in the Ziploc bag, just straight into the Ziploc bag. But I guess I am not super unhappy about it. Okay. How many screws is it? I think if I remember it, there's supposed to be like 9 or something. I guess the instructions show. There's do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I remembered right. I don't even know how I remember that number. Like the last time I used that number was the last time I built a PC, and that was literally like 2 years ago. Wait, no, more than 2 years. That was literally like 4 years ago. I somehow managed to remember. Random ass standard for how many screws hold an ATX board. Here's 4. 5. 2. A little bit in the way, but we'll work around it. 6. Oh my god, it's actually more than a little in the way. It's super in the way. 1 sec. You're not gonna have good view, but you'll have to deal with it for a second. No way. The one time it's bad for my screwdriver to be magnetic, my screwdriver does its magnetic shift. I think we got it right. What a bitch of a screw to put in though. Do. This is screw 9. Finally, motherboard in place. I guess now would be a good time to connect the PCIe riser. Yeah, my back hurts. I'm hunching over too much doing this shit. I'm getting old. Back pains are an old person thing. PCIe riser. Ready, go. Set. Ready. Frick. Doesn't want to mate. It doesn't want to mate. Not like this. Oh my god, I realized my mistake. Okay, I have to remove an extra slot from my case. Because the slot that the riser originally in is not the slot that it needs to be in. Never easy, chat. Never easy. Never just work out the way they're supposed to. Oh, I got it, I think. Why is it a workout putting together a PC? Old at 21? Yup, 21, definitely 21. I think you got the number right. I think it's 22. But 21 works. I won't be angry if you call me 21. Definitely not ancient at the ancient hag age of 27. 28. Oh. Imagine forgetting your own age at that point. No! Being at the point where you forget your own age is wild. And somehow I'm there. Please. Screws, just behave. Okay. Now I guess we do. I guess we do AIO to top. So here's the question, chat. Do I mount it? Find all this shit first. Fucking so much shit. I'm actually about to start losing and misplacing it. Okay, chat. So we got this huge chunky AIO. Do I mount it with the hoses towards the front of the PC or towards the back? What are we thinking? I feel like towards the front tends to have a really nice aesthetic. But it really depends just on the situation, right? It would be mount it with hoses. It's gonna be upside down for a second. It would be hoses on the front side or hoses on the back. And it's obviously freaking impossible for you to even imagine from this point of view because, you know, this is the top of the computer, so you can't fucking see. What do we want to do? Also, very quickly make sure that this is the right panel. I think this is the right panel. Seems like the right panel. Has holes in the right spots. Okay. I think it is the right panel. How do we do this? I know. I do need to quickly look. Just make sure it looks good. Or make sure it will look good. Oh my god, it does, like, hardly doesn't even fit in. Shit. That be fine? I think front will be fine. I think front will be better than back. I think the play is I actually take the computer off the desk and do this quick work. Or I guess I can just move stuff around. Give me 1 sec while I move stuff around. Ugh. Too much shit everywhere, chat. I know my old boss would have been like, "Well, you're supposed to keep your workplace tidy. What the fuck?" But I again subscribe to the idea that if you're not making a mess, you're not getting anything done. Not getting anything done. Is that a radiator? Yeah, so this is an AIO, or all-in-one cooler. And what it does is it, instead of being direct heat pipes to fins from the CPU, what it is it's a pump on the CPU that pumps water through, and then it pumps the water to a radiator. Oh. I'm getting too old for this shit. Motherboard box has served its purpose and can now go under the table to the underworld of shame. Then we can move this. Start mounting our big fat radiator. Ugh. Seriously, this thing is chunky. This thing is actually, like, heavy. And I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about that. But before we mount the radiator, I want to swap out these fans. Or at least, I want to swap out some of them for these fans, which are a little bit prettier. Because half the building is about the aesthetics, right, chat? So, oh man, so many fucking... These fan sets come with like a bajillion cables. And a controller. And screws. Which, I mean, I'm not unhappy about having screws, right? You'd always rather have screws than not have screws, and then you need to, like, go to Home Depot and buy Home Depot screws for your computer, and then you just feel silly. So here's the game plan. I want to replace, on this radiator, I want to replace this fan and this fan, but not this fan. And the reason for this is because these two fans can go on the bottom, and I'm going to need one of these nice pretty fans to go on the back. So I can't use all three of them here. Let me quickly make sure these are the right set. These are the forward ones. Yeah, so what I'm checking for is I'm making sure that I'm using the right fans because I have a forward set, and I also have this fancy reverse blade set that I plan to use elsewhere in the case. I need to make sure I use the right ones at the right time. You become a 40% better gamer with RGB? Yeah, and I need every percent I can get because I'm freaking bad at video games apparently. Too old. Ag age. Let me give you guys in a little closer. Ooh, these are some long boy screws. But with the water cooler, one of the things that I honestly wonder about is how long until I need a new one? I think there's a lot of people have said that these things really are only like 5 or so years, then you need to swap them out, but like, I sort of want my computer to be able to work after 5 years. Maybe that's too much to ask. Oh. Copper. Oh, it goes the other way. I'm done. It goes this way. Alright. So this fan. Feel the sticker. The other thing about doing only these two fan— wait a second. Okay, yeah, the fan blades are the same direction. Whew! I was really worried that one of them was like reverse and the other one was forward. Is something that I think I remember seeing is that when you have a radiator with 3 fans on it, what you actually want to do is you want to change the fan speed so that the different fans are slightly different RPM. Because if they're the same RPM, then you end up with like some resonance between them. I think is something that I heard at some point. I don't know. Maybe that's fake news. Some of you have fill ports. Bippo, did you build your own custom water loop? Or are you talking about you have a fill port on like on your radiator on your AAO? You just replaced your AIO and got it in 2019 and it still works? That's fair. Wait, so, like, do you ever worry about your fill port leaking? I guess it probably has, like, a really nice seal. One would hope. It better be a nice seal. Let's go do off here. Also, I think someone said, make sure that I have got all my things in the right, all my plugs in the right spots. I think someone said the pumps also wear out. So even if you refill the fluid, right, and you're not worried about it all slowly osmosising through the pipes out as evaporated liquid, as vapor, I guess is the right word. Your pump will eventually die, and then you for sure just need a new AIO, because you're not like You're not gonna fix that. At least, there's no fixing that is cost prohibitive. More moving parts always means more points of failure? Yep! Yep, exactly. But there's some stuff you can do to mitigate it, I guess. You can always, make sure that you get all your air bubbles out of the pump area and all that. Okay. So here's the freaking question. Are these the screws? No, these are for the motherboard / SSD. Where are the screws for? Here are screws. See if we find screws for fans. Screws for power supply. Screws for hard disk drive. I'm not seeing screws for fans or AAOs. I guess the AAO probably came with AAO screws. I mean, hunt for them. Oh great, another controller. That's what I need, because surely 3 controllers is the answer to all the problems in my life. Although, Corsair has done a really good job with these new fans, where they link together. They're called, I think it's called ICU Link? IQ Link? And so you only need 1 plug for all of them. Which is honestly really nice quality of life. Not to be a Corsair ship. Where the fuck are my screws? Where the frick are my screws? Surely they're in here. Surely there's screws. AMD bracket, Intel bracket, cables. I swear to God, chat, if I cannot find screws, I'm gonna crash out! Are they already in? No. Are these them? You hate RGB controllers, it's why you only get 1 type of RGB fans every time and build PC. Yeah, I can see that. Okay, these are not screws in this bag. Are these screws? Oh, these feel weighty. These are screws. Oh, look at this, chat. They even make them white. They paint the head of the screw white so it goes with the white aesthetic. That's why I paid fucking $200 for this shit. when there's $60 coolers on the market, that's why I paid $200 for this shit. To do this. Put 1 in. Put 2 in. I don't know which set of slots to use. Do I use the slots closer to the motherboard? Which would be these 2? Or farther from the motherboard? These 2. I think farther is probably safer, just so you don't have to worry about, any potential interference. I guess there's no way they would put slots that would interfere with the motherboard anyway, but let's use the farther ones. Wait a fucking second. What? Fuck? Okay, these screws are not for... These are not screws for the AIO, these are screws for the fans. Alright, still have not found the radiator screws. The hunt continues. Okay, these screws to the fans. Go back into the fan box before I fucking crash out. What an absolute nightmare. It's not a nightmare, chat. I get to sit here and build a fucking $3,000 computer, so there's really no reason for me to be unhappy. But it's turning into more of a pain in the ass than I feel like it should be. And is it my fault because I am misplacing all my shit? Probably. Probably. But I still feel like it's valid for me to crash out if I want to crash out. Those screws are for the motherboard. These screws, these are not screws. Yeah, the screws I'm looking for definitely should have come with the AIO when I think about it, and not with Ace. So where are they? Because they have to come with the AIO and not the case because they thread into the AIO. And the AIO manufacturer is the one responsible for making sure that you have screws that properly mate. Then. Oh, so many crinkly sounds as I unwrap all this wrapping. Crinkly. Very crinkly. No. Is this a fucking joke? So hear me out, chat. You are an AIO manufacturer. And as such, you need to provide mounting hardware for both Intel and AMD processors. Okay? That sounds reasonable. So you provide a bag that says backplate for Intel, right? And you also provide a bag that says AMD bracket. Okay, sounds good. Your Intel users open your Intel bag, they get the bracket out, and they find no screws. Anyway, you know why? Because you put your screws in the AMD bracket so that people who aren't using AMD will never find them. Are you fucking kidding me? Honestly, I cannot believe that they would do something so... It's not even a big deal, but it's just so stupid. So foolish. Now I have to hunt through this little baggie of all the screws they gave me. Ugh. Okay. How many screws do I want? Do I want to put in all fucking 12? Guess I should. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Sorry, I was sorting them out because they also included really long screws. Now, the screws that are meant to like go through fans. It was trying not to grab the long screws. Each of our screws has... Hopefully each of them gets a washer. Washer needed. So Rick, go in. Go in. Okay. First one. Good. As soon as we get in the second one, it'll be way easier. They should all start to align. Ooh. Okay. Now they should all line up. Put them in. Man. Ah! I dropped it! Or... I actually wonder if the rest will be easier to put in once it's in the case and like upright. So I think we'll actually give that a try. We can do the case. Come on, work with me. Just a little. Just this once. We're pushing back and causing me minor issues. A little. Let me just take here. Get my screwdriver here. My screwdriver. And we're in. Okay. AIO mounted. This way. Need to mount the pump to it too. We'll do that. In order to get to that, we need to take out the hard drive bays. Please be captive screws. Please be captive screws. Are you captive? They are captive! Hell yeah! Chat, if you're ever given the ability to design stuff, and you can make your screws captive, make them captive. It's so much better. Okay. I will go here. But it's fine. Interesting that they added, I guess it's little stickiness? Because they've got these little stickers that I guess are there to help you make sure it doesn't fall off. Which is honestly a pretty nice quality of life. Oh my god, I'm chipping my nail polish so much. Please. Cause no issue. Now for the fun part, mounting the pump side. Wow, this is kind of chunky. Chunky. Look good? The under? looks like that. This looks like... Oh, this kind of... Has to be under. Oh, but we can turn the tubes. Oh, excellent. That's really nice. I think that's going to do. Hey, chat. Hopefully I don't fuck this up, because if I fuck it up, it's gonna fuck up the thermal paste on the bottom. Oh, man. Only need one to make, and then the rest can finagle. Back plate on the other side doesn't fall off. Plate, please. Hold still on. Okay. That one's not mating. We'll have to sort it out in a second. Please bite. Please bite. Okay. I think I got them all to bite. Whew. Now, tighten. That's one AIO insult. What a pain in the butt. But it looks pretty nice. I'll say I'm pretty happy with how it's looking so far. All this blue and white. Okay. Go ahead and put in more of those screws on the fan. Oh yeah, way easier to put in when the case is upright like this. Not fighting gravity. I'm foreseeing an issue in that I appear to be missing a washer. Guess we'll get to that when we get to it. I wonder if one of the screws I already put in has two? Surely not. Surely not. Last screw. I don't know where the washer for this one is. It'll turn up eventually, and when it does, it'll be easy enough to put in. Thankfully, since this case has so many panels. Okay. What's next? We're doing pretty good in terms of like how much is left. I think it's just GPU and power supply. I guess there's some more fans. We'll do the other fans later. Gotta start with I think power supply. Do power supply. Gotta find that old bag of power supply screws. Right here. Oh, I forgot. I got like a fancy power supply where the cables go sideways. And I'm really hoping that it works out with this case. Because if it does not, we're gonna have a bad time. We are gonna have a bad time. Ugh. So like I said, this power supply, normally what it is this side sticks out the back of the case, and the cables go on the exact opposite. But there's no holes on the exact opposite side of this power supply. It's actually on the side. I'm hopeful that it won't be an issue, and that the cables coming in on top here won't interfere with anything. But we'll have to see. We will have to see. Use for the PSU. Maybe 5. The PSU have 5 slots per hole for screws. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Silent operation at low to moderate loads. In this mode, the fan will not spin. Anyway. Okay. 4. Yeah, I don't know why they gave me 5 screws. There's only 4. Weird. Weird. Hopefully not a problem. I guess one's always a spare. That's good. And cables for... Oh, these are I/O cables. Shit. Gotta find out where all the cables go now. And we'll have to do cable management. The ultimate nightmare. There's a USB. And yes, one is audio. Oh no, it's just a couple of USBs. Okay. Now we'll have to find where they go on the motherboard. We feed them up now? Yes, we do. A bit of a pain in the butt. Let me quickly scope the guide and see where they go before I figure out how I want to route them. Front panel goes to the bottom left. Okay, that sounds about right. That should go up through the bottom. And I think don't understand it. This one says
Hello,
front panel.
how goes the PC building?
Hi, Skill Issue. It's going. Wait, curious question. Did you hear the text-to-speech audio, or was it just me? Ugh. I'm trying to figure out my cable management right now, because I need to know which holes I think things should go through where I start actually plugging things in. So I think front panel audio goes here, so audio out very low all the way around. That way. USBs also go bottom. Where are the USBs? Here's USB. So these three all need to go bottom because we have front panel, audio, and one USB. What is this? What is this connector? My question. Something else. I don't think I'm familiar with this connector. But let's go ahead and route these three through, because it seems pretty evident that these three all need to go through. Then this computer build, I feel like, is going super slow. And I'm pretty sure it is, but also working around the camera is actually super painful. Just to work around something in front of me is quite difficult. So, a little bit of a struggle to say. Front panel audio is here. That's fucking great. Fucking right behind my riser cable. So I don't think the pins match. I don't think these pins match at all. No es bueno. Ni no likey. They match? Oh, I guess they do. Okay. I'm crazy. I'm fucking going crazy. Alright. Route you through here. Hopefully not fucking up all my shit. Ugh. think I've got it mated. Don't feel any loose pins. Guess we'll see when my audio works or doesn't work. As long as there's no shorts. Thank you on the case. This case is freaking expensive. Okay, where do we want USB? We have USB 2.0 here. No fucking way. No fucking way. This thing requires USB 3.0. Right? Oh, it might. Here. Wait, we have a USB 4.0. Worried, chat. I'm worried that I'm misunderstanding. TV, USB 4 header. So these USB 4 headers need to go into an embedded thing. I guess it has to go in here. Fit here? Looks like it fits. So I guess the plan then is not to route this thing through the bottom, it's to route it through this thing. All the work for now. Hi, Atlas! You haven't missed that much. It's going super slow. I'm like really taking my time here. It's also a pain in the butt. Pain in the butt to work around the camera. Front panel header goes here. Pop it on. Okay. We will sort out cable management in the back later. But that one USB header needs to come out. Turn it around. Frick. Frick. Why is this case so heavy? So I think you should come out. We need to feed you through here. I banged this wall behind the desk, or behind the table, so many times, I'm honestly worried about damaging the wall. It's a brand new, freshly painted apartment. Sort it out later? Yes. Yes, it will happen. Skill issue. Also, yeah, there's a non-zero chance that I should not have bothered with these front panel connections at all, because I'm going to install this touchscreen, which goes right here. Let me very quickly check if I've made a huge blunder. Okay, I do not think I have. Looking at the touchscreen, I do not think that I have. But who knows? You might see me cursing at myself down the road when I try and install the touchscreen. Yeah, Ash, touchscreen. Just like I'm touching your screen, touching you through the screen, straight to the heart. we need... Yeah, I need your opinion. Do we install the GPU now, or do we do all the cables from the power supply? Yeah. Really quickly, let's see. Chassis fans need to go in now. Guess we have more fan work to do. I'm glad I looked now, though, before things became ugly and I installed the GPU and realized I had to take it. I guess now's the time to pull out our fancy hashtag reverse fans and install them. So many fucking fan cables. A million fan cables. Okay. Do. Honestly, these are kind of sick. Kinda sick. They've got like magnets and they just loop. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And the wiring goes like internal to it. So they you only have to wire one up because they've got these little connectors. And you just in these little plugs. And then when you magnetize them together and the little plugs connect them. Honestly, brilliant. Brilliant job by Corsair here. Have a good night, Atlas. I sure hope I'm not still building in 5 hours, although it might be the case at this rate. But I have work in like 9. We're gonna go in like so. Okay, champ, which of these fucking cables is the correct cable? must be one of these. That should mate to this controller. Yeah. I think it'll be this one. We'll stick the controller back here. That sounds like a reasonable plan. But is reasonable enough in this modern day and age? Probably not. If reasonable enough was enough, we would have a different president. Would not be fucking us up like the way our current one is. Go up through here. Excellent. Where's the screws? You have these fancy white painted screws again? Yeah, we do. Okay. It is really nice that they do this. This like white finish on the screws. Just to match the aesthetic. On the inner rails. Here's my screwdriver. Here's my screwdriver. Woo! Moments away from disaster. Here's the screwdriver. Okay, found it. I'll get it up. Lose it into the abyss of who knows where. The pain in the butt. I did not expect these screws to be such pains in the butt. Oh, I know. Dad, am I fucking dumb? Wait, does this one come off like this? Surely. Surely this panel comes out. Yes, I'm moderately confident it comes out. Let me consult the manual for the millionth time. Okay, there are screws that make it come off. Okay. Yep. I'm not dead, cat. I'm not dead yet. Yet. Yet is a very important word. So many fucking panels on this fucking case. Okay. Please come out. Oh. Like a glove. Like a glove, chat. And where do I put this? One of many panels that's fucking sitting around. I'm literally sitting surrounded by like 7 different panels that have all come off this computer. Because this case has 1 million parts. This case literally has more parts than IKEA furniture. Which I guess is kind of cool. It's not cool to have the extra parts. But there's like a ton of things that I can definitely lose if I'm not careful about it. How many more? Did I misplace a screw? Okay. I did not misplace a screw. There's 3 in. That would make 7. 8. Oh, okay. Now you really have to like muscle these screws in. These screws are not easy to fucking put in. They have to like bite into the like rubbery stuff on the back of on the inside of the fan. Maybe oh no. I probably should not put them all in, is what I'm realizing. Because you want to keep some of them fresh and like, dare I say, virgin. Because if you make them, if you wear them all, then you'll never have the ability to move the fans again. Because, you know, they won't have their nice, like, matableness. I'll only do the ones that I've already done. Frick. Frick, it was a mistake doing as many as I did. I only needed 4. I got 5. Whatever. Okay. Fan controller. How the fuck does this thing plug in? Okay. Plugs in like so. This will go power. This will come from the PSU. Be sure. 80% sure. This guy will come from... I guess this must be a USB header. Oh, this guy comes from the power head, the fan header on the motherboard. Okay. Go put this here, and then do. There's the fan header on the motherboard again. Instruction manual says fan headers, chassis fans are on the fucking bottom, literally the worst place because that's where my PCIe riser is. Okay. I have a brilliant idea. We're just gonna plug in we're gonna plug in all these guys into the motherboard and thread them through, feed them through, cable manage them to the back side, and then we won't even bother plugging them in on the other side. We'll just make sure that they're in place so that we can not have to worry about them being blocked by the GPU when we put the GPU in. Not the virgin screw holes. Exactly. We gotta keep the screw holes pristine. Bum bum bum. And wait a second. This is even worse. I realized the fan headers. Fan headers are these like 4-prong guys. I don't know if you can count. This is not a fucking fan header that goes to this IQ controller. This is USB. They really want us to fucking use USB ports? Alright. I guess we have no other choice. I'm not really a fan of this. We'll do it. Although, there is another hole on the controller. I don't know what the other hole for the controller is for, though. Surely they have the option to just power the fans, you know, via fan head, right? One would think. Not really. Yup, definitely intentional. All of my puns are surely intentional. Because I'm a literary genius like that, and definitely have the foresight to think of random puns like that. Okay. We need to manage some of our shit. So we're just gonna throw a bunch of this shit in the box. And if it bites us in the ass later when we can't find it, we'll hunt it down. Do I need multiple controllers? Should I just have one controller? No, I for sure need at least 2. We'll install 2 just. This is turning into a cable management nightmare. Hashtag super nightmare. Every computer person's worst nightmare. Opposite of a dream. At least stuff is coming through to the back. Okay. We'll come in the controller here. The controller, I have no idea where the controller's a minor issue. What the fuck? What is this? What kind of fucking plug is this? Hold up, am I going fucking crazy? What kind of fucking plug is this? This doesn't go into the power supply. Huh? I can't believe I'm opening an instruction manual for a fucking fan. Who would have thought fans could be so not self-explanatory? Shit, guys, it's getting late. I did not expect this build to take this long. Alright, chat. I think I cooked this somehow. I have no idea what this fucking cable goes to. I guess Google is our friend. Corsair IQ Link. Corsair IQ Link controller manual. Oh, okay. This doesn't go into the power supply, it goes into a cable from the power. That's why. Okay. I don't like that, but I guess if that's how it's supposed to be, that's how it's supposed to be. Alright, I guess we're on to the most painful part of the cable management process. Freaking power supply cables. Look at this shit. Look at how many fucking cables there are. You could kill someone with these. They're like heavy too. Okay, let's work through what we need. We need motherboard. That is sort of not even a question. And that goes to this spot. ATX time, yeah. So we'll route you through. Kind of ugly. Medium ugly, right here. Let me make sure that all the holes match, all the socket, yeah. A nice little click, meaning it's seated. Feed all of our cable through. It's hidden from sight in the front. And we viciously plug it in. Actually, is this... We should plug this in later. This is easy to reach. So we'll plug in the stuff that's hard to reach first. What are we gonna need? We're gonna need 12-volt high power for the GPU. Where's that? Where's that cable? Infamous 12-volt power supply, 12-volt high power, or 12-pin high power of doom. I think it's this one. This looks correct. As the infamous fire starting cable. Oh, I didn't even realize it's got this like really nasty, really thin cable. Oh, it's so gross. Yucky. Really. And that will have to go through the bottom. Where the GPU is gonna go. I'm foreseeing problems. I'm foreseeing problems with the link. Guess we'll only know though. Or should we plug in the GPU right now? Potentially block all the shit on the motherboard that we need access to, just to see if it fits. That might be what we have to do. That might be what we have to do. Verify that they plug in. They're square. Wait, I don't know where these plug in here. Yeah, they plug in there. That's not really that many plugs. Whatever. There have to be more. Oh yeah, there are more. Okay. Not worried about that. Not worried about the number of bloods. I'm worried about the GPU though. What a nightmare. What a mess of a desk. But now I guess at least I get to have some fun with the literal centerpiece of the build. It's gonna sit right here, right up front. And we're also like really running out of time because I need to be at work in the morning, so we might not even finish the build tonight. Not with all the cable management that needs to get done. Which is fine because I have not been able to find a USB for me to put my Windows install on. Hey chat, moment of truth. Brand new graphics card, hopefully. Hopefully it's not like a bunch of backpacks or whatever. Those people got ripped off. You guys know what I'm talking about? Some people bought GPUs from Micro Center, which is where I got my GPU, and it turned out to be a bunch of fucking, like, backpacks or sweatshirts or something. Oh, nope. We have a real GPU here. We did not get ripped off. Oh, it's beautiful. Need anything else in here? Interesting. Very interesting. They gave a converter cable in case your power supply didn't have the new 12-volt option included in its cables. And it looks like they gave a nice little support bracket. Not that I need one because my graphics card is going vertical. Okay, chat. $1,400 right here. Put this shit in. Let's put this shit in. Move before use? Yeah, I mean. Okay. Tag's been removed. So now we can technically use, right? Measure out where exactly this thing goes so we know which freaking things to remove. Okay, we need to remove 2. Yeah, these back 2. So we'll remove those. Gonna quickly throw our GPU back in its DSD safe packaging while we remove those screws. One. 2. Hey champ. Please snap in beautifully. Please snap in beautifully. Please snap in beautifully. Okay. Okay. I think I made a mistake because I didn't peel off all the stickers. Okay. Out we go. How dumb. Rookie mistake. Didn't peel the stickers. Lock on this side too. Do. Oh, the stickers are kind of nice. They like wrap around. Actually, that's like a pain in the butt right now. But it's nice that they put in like the little bits of effort. This is almost like... Oh. Of course. Second phone death. Because earlier on, I unplugged it accidentally. Well, we're toast. Cooked, dead in the water. For the stream, at least. Okay. Part of me is like, oh, I'll do this one component, and then we'll call it. But if this is like literally the centerpiece component. I can't like put in the GPU and not stream it, right? That's like the most important part. So here's what we're gonna do. I am going to charge my fucking phone. But we're gonna call the stream for tonight. We'll resume streaming tomorrow after I've settled a lot of the fucking debris because I have shit everywhere and sorted out a lot more stuff. I'll start the streaming tomorrow again. You'll watch me put in the GPU right off the bat, and then we'll do all the cable management. I'm sorry, my brain should have registered because I noticed, like, when I unplugged my phone, I noticed. I heard the cable on my phone fall to the floor. I was like, oh, whatever. And I didn't realize that obviously that meant my phone was going to die. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for coming back to continuing watching me, even though I took a long-ass break. And hopefully this can be the start of more streaming from my new abode. Okay. Since I don't have anything to show you now, we're gonna call it. Thanks again for watching. Good night. Good night. Good night for real. I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. Bye. Bye. Good night.